What's up, AnimeBallZ fans? Ray here with another exciting episode of What's New Japan, the segment where I find out what anime is coming out from Japan right now, and I tell you about it in the hopes that you'll find it interesting enough to give it a check out once it finally reaches Australia, England, America, whatever English-speaking country you happen to be living in at this point. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, there's something special about this week, and that is I will be focusing entirely on animes that are getting a second season. I originally skipped these anime because I thought that it was going to be really boring and there's not much else I can tell you other than, hey, remember this episode, or remember this anime I told you about a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, it's getting a second season now. But I've run out of other stuff to really talk to you about, so I'm going to focus on this for, well, at least this week. So first up, we have Ore no Imoto ga Konani Kawaii Wakigai Nai. This translates in English to My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, I believe, which is something that Criddle, I believe, has talked about before. But yeah. So, it's a little bit of a weird series, but, okay, hang on. So the plot summary is as follows. Living on the shadow of his progenitor's younger sister, Kyosuke Kosaka conducts a normal lifestyle until he accidentally finds out that she hides a secret. In addition to being smart, pretty, and popular, Kirino Kosaka, his younger sister, is also an obsessive consumer of anime and adult computer games. After being assured that Kyosuke is committed to not mock her and keep this concealed from their parents, she starts to share a bit of her world with him. Kirino faces several problems as she tries to keep the appearance and balance of her exemplar school life with her hobbies. Her brother then becomes a crucial ally when dealing with all the difficulties that lie ahead. So it's the story of a brother finding out something really dark and secret about his younger sister, which, coming from me as an anime fan, is a little bit insulting. But he finds out about this, and I believe that he decides to keep it a secret, and she starts to teach him all about the world of anime and stuff like that. And it's a really interesting series. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Criddle's talked about it before, but yeah, definitely something that I recommend to people. Next up on my list is Hayore Naruko. Sorry, my Japanese is a bit rusty today. Hayore Naruko-san W. Now, this is an anime that I am incredibly excited about. I haven't actually sat down and watched it, but after reading the synopsis for my research for this episode of Watch New Japan, I've absolutely fallen in love with it. The story centers around Nyariko. That's spelled Nyariko, so that's why I'm having a bit of trouble pronouncing it. But Nyariko is a formless Cthulhu deity who can take on the shape of anyone it wishes. But its favorite form is the shape of a seemingly ordinary silver-haired girl. Mahiro Yasaka is a normal high school student who is chased by aliens one night until Nyariko saves him. They form an alliance, and they have to now defend the world because the great ones from the Cthulhu Mythos are coming to. I'm not entirely sure if they're meant to like enslave the Earth or if they just want to capture Nyariko and Mahiro. But all of that was kind of secondary to me when I was reading about it because it's an anime about the Cthulhu Mythos. What more do you want? I mean, Cthulhu, one of the greatest figures in horror of the last century, pretty much, is getting an anime about him. I'm absolutely just flabbergasted that this is happening. I am loving the fact that this is going to be coming out, hopefully coming out in Australia sometime soon. I am absolutely in love with this anime right now. I cannot recommend it enough to you guys. Go check this one out. Make sure that you check it out when it gets an English release. Just, I'm absolutely loving this right now. finally on my list for this week is an anime that I recently started watching a couple of days ago. It's called Yondimasu yo Azel Azazel-san. It's a demon name. I'm very fond of demons this week, apparently. One of the main characters is the great detective Akutabi, who has an assistant who is the actual main character of this series, Rinko Sakuma, who is trying to learn how to summon demons, because while he may appear a regular detective on the outside, Akutabi is actually a demon summoner who uses demons to help solve cases and all that stuff. And Yondimasu yo Azazel-san is the story of Rinko's misadventures when she actually manages to summon 2 demons unexpectedly, and then she forms a contract with them, I believe. So, obviously this is the second season, so we've gone past all this in the plot, and now we're up to the second season, which more hilarity ensues, and everyone has fun, well, sort of has fun, and yeah. It's a very episodic anime, there's not much plot to it, very, 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 very ecchi, considering that Azazel-san is a demon that uses sexual harassment as his main tool. But very, very fun, funny in a way, and you'll be laughing along in no time, absolutely, as long as you can get past the edginess. So, for another week of What's New Japan, I've told you about the second season of My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, the second season of Yondimasu yo Azazel-san, which is about a girl who summons demons unexpectedly and then has to live with them, and I've told you about an anime about Cthulhu. I mean, seriously, that is epic! I still can't get over that, and I've known about it for like 10 minutes now. I'm still just absolutely flabbergasted. Hopefully one of those appeals to your sense of taste in anime, and you definitely check those ones out, especially the Cthulhu one. I'm Ray, this has been another episode of What's New Japan. Catch you on the flip side.